See what I got here, Brian? Let's go to a match.
No fucking match. I'm not finished yet.
You think this is over? You think I've forgotten this?
I never fucking meant for you to get
That
hurt.
piece of shit that you brought on here?
Wait till I get my hands on him. Oh, wait, let me explain something to you before you go overboard here. We disagree about a lot of things, but I never meant for him to do that to you. He just went overboard.
Oh, yeah.
And he apologized.
I don't believe you, you dickhead.
I don't believe what you say anymore, Brian.
How do you want me to prove it to you?
There's no way
And
you
give me
can
my
prove it.
fucking phone.
You say give it a rest. We say give it the abdominal stretch. No need to be stressed. Take a play off, abdominal stretch. Rope for leverage, have a beverage. Hope the ref doesn't check. Abdominal stretch. Stay awake, bro. I'm Waco. I'm David Koresh. Why the hate, bro? Let's work slow. Abdominal stretch. Gut feeling, hedging our bets. 5 aces and decks. DiBiase the checks. The abdominal stretch. Hello and welcome back to the Abdominal Stretch, the podcast where the guys that podcast about professional wrestling but don't always watch the professional wrestling they podcast about. And we are on location, gentlemen. We are in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and the whole team's here.
Ooh.
It's Freebird rules this episode, I feel like.
It is Freebird rules, brother.
We have Pumps 61 is live and in fucking living color
Look at
right
him.
next to me.
In all of his glory.
In his cheetah print suit and his Malibu. What is that?
I don't know. I started drinking at whatever time it is here. Roll Tide.
That is Pablo Ramiro Estevez, world champion of the Deeper Issues Nerdcast regime.
The mayor.
The mayor.
The fucking
The
mayor.
fucking mayor.
of Las Vegas.
He also became started running for mayor of Las Vegas last night.
Well, man of the people, brother.
Buddy, you were glad handing it up.
I-
It didn't
Lot of
matter
votes.
who.
Got a lot of votes.
Guys,
Shaking a lot of
children,
hands.
street performers, homeless, blackjack dealers,
Elvis.
Elvis,
Yeah,
bartenders. You got everybody's vote last night.
I'm a friendly guy.
You are a very friendly guy. We had a good time.
Yeah. No.
My name is Nathan S. Skill, and I took 26,000 steps last night, and my knee feels bad today.
Yeah. My name's Nate, and I'm old. I couldn't even walk to Walgreens to buy liquor because my knee hurt.
Well, you see, I'm in the leaned over Jabba position.
How does that affect your knees?
It's my back.
How does leaning affect your knee? Wait a
My
minute.
back. Well, it's all of it. Duct tape's holding me
This
together.
is fake news.
Duct tape and glue.
This is fake news.
Pumps, you
Yeah.
flew in from the Ville,
Yep.
and how did that flight go?
There was a screaming child on the way,
Love that.
on the whole way. But I had earbuds because I'm an adult.
Noise canceling?
I don't know.
Baby canceling?
I would have loved to have canceled that baby. Fucking flush it right down the airplane toilet and whatever happens with that.
Wow.
Wow.
What? It's not, don't fucking ruin
No
my
empathy.
flight because you lost your pullout game. That's not my fault. Anyway,
They intended for that, baby. They pushed in.
well,
Yeah.
I also realized that Pablo has 2 children.
Yeah.
Through my rant. So, you know, yeah.
Oh, unempathetic.
First time he meets you and you're saying that about his children.
No, it's tough, man, having kids on an airplane
It
like
is.
that. You have to you have to know. You have to give them Benadryl.
Circling of death.
I don't know. I don't know if it's me or if it's
Or you're not on the we're not on LAN, right? Is that what it's called?
we're not on a local area network. No.
Yeah, so we're doing this via Wi-Fi. So we hope that it looks good for you guys. All 0 of you watching.
Yeah, who knows?
So Pablo and I arrived. Pablo and I got on the road early, and we stopped at Calico Ghost Town.
Yeah, we did.
Pablo has never driven to Vegas, even though he lives in Los Angeles or in Orange County.
Yeah, I've driven from Vegas. I've never driven to Vegas.
Gotcha.
What?
I fly, brother. I fly, all
I was
right?
gonna say, how do you? Okay, yeah, but yeah.
And it's like a less than an hour flight, and the Las Vegas airport's awesome. You can start hitting the cheap slot machines from the get-go, and
Facts.
but no, I did not do that this go round.
So because I knew that, and I've driven to Vegas hundreds of times, but I said, Pablo, we got to stop at the Calico Ghost Town. So we did, and it was ghost towny.
Yeah, it was good.
It was fun. We popped in there. We had the world by the balls at that point, Pablo.
Yeah.
The world was your oyster.
The world was at that point. We were riding high, making great time.
Yeah.
Went to the Calico Ghost Town, had a beer. It was real fun. Then we pulled up to what we thought was our hotel, which was nothing but an empty lot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Orbits.
The
Thanks,
old
Orbits.
Airbnb scam.
Appreciate it, Orbits. Yeah, I booked this hotel in January,
Nice.
thinking I was ahead of the game.
Did you get a good rate on that?
I got a great rate on it, actually.
Ooh.
Yes. Never felt the need to call the hotel or do anything. Figured we would just show up and blow up. They had great photos of it. Pablo and I go into the wrong hotel.
Oh.
We wait in line for
What brought you to the wrong hotel, though? That's
the
that's
address
curious.
of the Orbits fake scam account.
Oh.
So we muck around in the wrong hotel. They're looking for our thing. We don't find it. We hop on the phone. I'm on the phone with Orbits for an hour trying to figure it out. Pablo is convinced that Orbits is going to make this right and they're going to book us on the strip.
Well, I would have finessed the situation a little bit different.
You would have.
He didn't have much chill with
No.
with our guy.
No.
What?
No.
Nor
That doesn't sound like the Nathan I know.
Oftentimes I will tell you with customer service people, you have to offer them the solution from the get-go.
Absolutely.
Not wait for them to come to that conclusion on their own, which I think you were expecting for him to just do.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I started to melt down fairly quickly.
You gotta be
That
like,
tracks.
this is what's gonna happen here, buddy. All right, we're gonna make this right.
So he goes, we're going to try to put you in the same kind of area. And we were off the strip or whatever. So Pablo goes, fuck it. We're going to drive towards the strip because I have a feeling that we're going to
With no hotel.
With no hotel.
You just drove towards the strip.
drove towards the strip.
Like a pilgrimage to Mecca.
15 minutes straight.
I'm all about feelings.
Yep. So they get us back on the phone and they say that they have found a hotel for us. And it was actually the hotel that we had spent 40 minutes in, thinking it was our hotel, that it wasn't. And we weren't about to turn back around again.
No.
Right.
So we said,
what are you doing?
Right. We said, we want the refund. We want the full refund. But at this point in time, Pablo now has been on his phone and he goes, all right, I got us a room with the link. More money, but it's on the strip and it's next to the Flamingo where you guys were staying. And so I tell the guy I want a full refund. And then the guy says, well, where do you want to stay? And I'm like, should have led with that, right? I said, how about the link? And he goes, all right, let's see what we can do. So now we're pulling up. Now we're in the parking lot of the link.
Okay.
And the guy calls back and he goes, all right, I got you set up for Saturday and Sunday.
Time out. This was on Friday. Was
That's
it
what
not?
I said. I said, that's great, but where am I supposed to stay tonight? At this point, Pablo goes, dude, just tell him you want to fucking cancel. I'm having a meltdown on the parking structure.
That tracks.
I've been on the phone with them for like an hour and a half at this point. I just said, fuck it. Cancel the whole thing. Give me the money back. We're already booking, blah, blah, blah. He does that. Pablo and I saunter into the link lobby where Pablo had booked a room through Expedia.
.com.
Now, Expedia and Orbits, they're owned by the same company.
What?
Yeah. So Pablo gets to the front of the line and they tell him they don't have a reservation for him either because they booked the Friday night that was sold out. So now we've struck out at our second hotel.
Okay.
Well, and they booked it. That was the weird part about it is they booked us the thing, and then they're like, I get to the hotel, I'm like, I'm so confident. Yeah, and then the girl's like, no, we're completely sold out. You don't have a room here. So
She was like, fuck what you heard.
Yeah, you're out. So then I just said, all right, we booked at the Flamingo, which is where Pumps was staying, and we went through the direct website, which I always recommend. Do not use third parties. It will take you forever to fix anything. So here we are at the Flamingo.
Flamingoing.
We're Flamingoing, which apparently has real flamingos downstairs, huh?
Sure does. I found him while Nate refused to get out of bed this morning. That's why we're late.
Yep.
In the
So-
habitat.
Yep, in the habitat.
Did I tell you how many fucking steps I took last night?
Yeah, you did. But
For every step past 20,000, it's an extra half hour of sleep for every 1,000 after. So I needed an extra 2 hours of sleep, 2.5 hours of sleep.
That's also why we're starting a little late. Nathan was.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the heat. It's fine.
no heat, brother.
What are you going to do?
What are you-
We're going to go to WrestleMania today. That's what we're going to do, guys, right?
That's the point. Is we did all
Yes.
this bullshit.
To go to WrestleMania.
Listen up, Paul. All right,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Levesque.
Mr. Lebec, we're out here pumping up your shit. All right, hook it up.
Yeah.
Hook us up.
So we are going to night 1 this evening. We got
Yeah.
tickets. We bought tickets last night.
We're playing it by ear.
Yeah, we're gonna also go to Sunday, but we don't have tickets for it yet. But we'll be in there. We'll be in the building.
We'll be there.
We got stickers to hand out. We've got business cards of the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
I didn't get shirts, by the way. And I asked you guys your shirts.
He even asked us our shirt size.
He did.
Yeah, I was. It was too much of a scramble at the last moment.
Part of the reason why I got the business cards was I felt bad because you were getting the shirts.
Well, I got stickers.
That's true. That's
So
true.
that
That say what? What do the stickers say?
They say Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Oh, your other show.
Well, you guys are a part of the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
I'm not.
You're an iteration of it.
We're not in the banner on the YouTube page, and I'm a little
It's not
upset
my
about it.
fight. Not my fight. We're also the new kids on the block.
I know. I'm just totally kidding.
We'll get the graphics.
I like to stay under the radar.
We'll get the graphics
Yeah,
department to work
famously.
I like to stay right under the
Yeah,
radar.
no, famously, Instagram beef Nate
Ah.
loves to just.
I like to take the high road, dude.
Yeah, no, it's,
on it. I'm gonna send an email to the graphics guy
All right. Maybe we can get on there.
of the Deeper Issues.
One at a
Nerdcast.
time.
Yeah, I'm
Well-
also the graphics guy. I'm just gonna.
Oh, okay. I
well,
was gonna say, can you make us real small in the corner?
Yeah,
Like you guys
Ant-Man.
have big heads and we have little tiny ones.
Yeah, a
That'd be
little
really
bit in the
fun.
background.
All right. Do we want to get into WrestleMania or want to talk about anything around the world of wrestling before we get into WrestleMania?
Well, we kind of predicted Mania last week.
Right.
we did that.
So we had SmackDown.
We
Who
did have
cares?
some smack. We had some go home SmackDown stuff, and
That neither one of you watched.
We did watch it.
yeah, we,
in the room
did
waiting for you.
watch it?
You are so. Foolish.
I swear to God,
Yeah, we totally watched it.
we watched it.
I don't like this time zone. This West Coast time.
Started at like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I started at
This ain't
5
it.
o'clock.
No, West Coast time ain't it. I don't like it.
It's great. We're
I-
early.
No,
What's
no,
great about,
no.
I'll tell you, if you were watching this not in a West Coast time, what's great about West Coast time is WrestleMania starts at 4
no, that's not great because that means we got like
and we're done.
3 hours to figure out our life right now.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we're done at 8. And then we go hit up Fremont Street.
Right.
And hit the craps table. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
No?
You know, for it.
No? Pumps?
I mean, I'm here.
Or the Fountain Bleu?
What's that?
The Fountain Bleu is the official hotel of WrestleMania. That's
Really?
they have a bunch of WrestleMania shit happening.
Where is that?
I don't know. It's here on the
Almost like
strip.
it's at the Fountain Blue.
But I've never heard of the Fountain Blue.
Ever heard of the Fountain Bleu?
It's not my fault. What you
Mm-mm.
have and have not heard.
The
of.
Fountain Bleu?
Rey Mysterio got hurt last night, but apparently he's wrestling.
Yawn.
All right. Well, we're just trying to just jump into the fucking news. You don't even want to talk about the Fountain Bleu.
What was there else? What was there else to talk about?
You want to talk about your boy Paul Walter?
Oh yeah.
No, I already got the Rey Mysterio graphic up, so you go into that.
Okay. Rey Mysterio was hurt last night in a 6-man tag.
Yeah, last night there was a 6-man tag on SmackDown. It was Rey Fenix, Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio against American Made.
Yes.
Would anyone have given half a shit if Rey Mysterio didn't wrestle last night?
Fucking absolutely, Pumps. I don't understand what this dislike for Rey Mysterio is. He's
No,
one
no,
of the greatest
I
of all
think-
time.
I think what Pumps is trying to
No, but
say
I'm
is
saying, like,
don't
what-
have him wrestle last night and
Yes.
just
Like-
save him for Mania.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
That's what he said.
1,000%.
a man in his 50s.
Rick agreed.
Agreed.
Like, why run the risk?
I guess they put him in a 6-man, so they were figuring they were protecting him.
But I don't know. This you've made this point before too, Nathan, of like why are you lumping him in with the other luchadors right now?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like it's like Dragon Lee and friggin' Ray and gosh, what I just forgot it. Ray Phoenix, two
Yeah.
Rays. Yeah, it didn't need to happen. I agree. Maybe you could have put Dragon Lee against the Brutus brothers or whatever,
Yeah.
and it would have been and maybe like Ray in the corner. Yeah, it was risky.
Yeah.
And it was one of those situations why you don't put in one of your starters right before,
Yeah, you don't play
The
the,
playoff.
starters in preseason week 3 or 4 or whatever. it
Right.
is.
well, or just like you don't play if you're already in the playoffs and
Yeah.
you don't play your starter in game 15 against the friggin'
Yeah.
team ranked.
Sure. Unless you have fantasy football implications, then you'd run those
Right.
motherfuckers
Then,
right into the ground.
then.
But yeah, according to USA Today, there was a lot of concern, but according to USA Today, that WWE this morning still advertised the match That's going to take place on their Twitter account. And it's still happening tonight, night one, streaming exclusively on Peacock. However, if you can easily find a bunch of video of them throwing up the X and literally,
which is never good.
Yeah, and then of them like literally walking Ray out of the arena, like holding his. He's like not even walking. I can't even. I don't know if you guys can. I can't tilt the video.
No, you're fine.
But he's like, they're straight up carrying the man. Actually,
Yeah,
towards the end.
I don't see how he wrestles tonight.
But who knows? It may be worked into some sort of story. Okay, so if he doesn't wrestle, Chad Gable, or I'm sorry, Grande
Americano
needs a match. And if you're going to go with this Lucha Libre gimmick, who does he wrestle tonight?
Ray Phoenix.
Is it too soon? You're just fucking throwing Ray Phoenix into a WrestleMania match?
Yep, it's one Ray for another.
Heck, give it to him. I don't care.
But Dragon Lee has been there behind Rey Mysterio this entire time. Don't you think you're kind of just leapfrogging over Dragon Lee a little bit?
I mean, since I famously love pro wrestling storylines, yeah, absolutely. Dragon Lee.
You're saying it's just going to make for a better match if you put Ray Phoenix against.
I also think that Ray Phoenix has a higher ceiling, and you've already been publicizing him. At some point, he's going to re-tag with Penta. Just give him the spot.
Don't you have to earn your Mania spot? What happened to earning shit?
Yeah, like your night one main event.
Don't start.
Those guys all earn that.
I
spot.
totally agree.
Not a main event.
Oh.
Main event.
We're gonna miss WrestleMania. We get into this conversation again.
It's not the main event. The main event closes WrestleMania. And you know when WrestleMania closes?
Saturday
On
night and Sunday night.
On Sunday.
He's main eventing night one.
Yes. What else happened on Smack Dizzle? Randy Orton.
Randy Orton
Right?
did a
Open challenge.
A lot of speculation on the IWC. I think Big E kind of a little bit let the cat out the bag because he posted a thing about Rusev.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, and so Randy Orton issues an open challenge, and a lot of people are speculating that it's either Aleister Black or Rusev, more than likely.
Well, during SmackDown that we watched at 5:00 on the West Coast.
Yeah,
cool.
The best time.
They had a like a
vignette.
A vignette, secret spooky vignette that reeks of Aleister Black.
Spooky.
And it says 4/25, which is next Friday. So
They still gonna be in Vegas for next SmackDown?
I think so. I think they're here all week. Well, maybe not. But anyway, so I don't think it's Aleister Black. I think they're saving him for SmackDown because they've already done a vignette where they announced the date that person is debuting.
So it would have to be.
It has to be Rusev, or who's your boy, the GM?
Nick Aldis.
Oh yeah, Nick Aldis.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But like Nick
He was like
Aldis
NWA champ at one point, right?
He's great.
for the longest, yeah.
Isn't that who Cody wrestled on the first AEW pay-per-view?
For the NWA title.
All in.
That was
yeah.
for All In, yeah.
It was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be cool.
But like, I don't know. Nick Aldis deserves better than just a throwaway.
Better
like-
than Randy Orton?
No. I'm saying he deserves a better. Jesus.
What?
They synced up. You hear that shit?
It doesn't take long for us to click up and turn heel, dude.
No, he deserves more of a build.
Can't be you two against me all weekend.
I mean, I don't care about the story, but I know like you weirdo marks do. So I'm sure like, oh, Nick Aldis didn't get his flowers. People don't know who
he's
Nick
getting a
Aldis
match
is.
on WrestleMania in a time where they hired him not to
you
be a
know
wrestler.
who else has had WrestleMania matches? The Killer fucking Bees. Don't stop it. Don't make it this holier than thou thing.
Mhm.
He's getting his
Fandango.
WrestleMania match. Yeah, there's been 150 people that don't deserve a WrestleMania match that have had it. So stop it.
Fandango beat Chris Jericho in on his debut.
With a
There you
leg drop
go.
off the top rope. I
There you
remember
go. There you go.
that. Dun, 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 dun. That shit was lucky fire.
They didn't capitalize on it. They fucked up. He was on fire.
That's Vince, dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up. Yeah, it has to be Miro, or I'm sorry, Rusev. The question is Lana coming back with him? Because I feel like that'd be the best version.
They just got remarried, right?
Yeah.
Did they get remarried?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they were never officially divorced, I guess.
They got back together.
Yes.
Good for
and
them.
redid their vows or some shit.
That's awesome. Good
I
for
like to see love win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, famously. It's a big proponent of
Yeah.
the love.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, I do. That is nice actually.
It is.
Because I feel
think
like
so.
they were a cool couple. Like
But does she come back with the accent?
She has to.
she has to. You have to stick to it. You have to do the whole thing.
Rusev crash.
I mean, if it's Rusev and Lana, you have to.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't. I don't know who else. Who else would it be? Like that. There's.
Right. I thought it was going to be Solo, but
Well, no, it looks like Solo's still intertwined in the Jacob Fatu.
yeah, I think
storyline.
Solo fucks Fatu out of winning the match tonight against LA Knight.
Well, because he got screwed over out of that last night.
Yeah. So I think they build towards a Fatu Solo feud.
Which is not bad.
Mm-mm.
Who's the second?
It's not good either.
Is that what are you talking about?
Bro,
No,
if that
who
was fucking
cares?
if that was Yakamoto, Shinsuke and fucking like in the Tokyo Dome, it'd
Yeah.
be fucking fire.
Racist.
If that was Harajima Mothra.
Yeah, if that was
Racist.
that was Hiroshima Godzilla versus
Yeah.
No, we bombed the shit out of Hiroshima in the 60s. They learned their lesson.
that was not the 60s.
Don't fuck
that
with
was
us.
the 40s.
It doesn't matter. We still bombed them.
1945 is a big difference.
We still bomb them. We still bomb them. USA 2-0 in world wars.
Hey, speaking of USA,
Yes.
Jim Duggan
Oh,
was in a Snickers commercial last night.
Yeah, he was.
Shout out to the old
Sweet.
shout out to him getting a payday.
That was a dumb Snickers.
You just said he was getting a
commercial.
Snickers.
I saw what you did there.
That shouldn't be that
I
funny.
fucking hate you, dude.
Shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah.
When did he leave Team Canada, though? I mean, has Elix Skipper and Tylene Buck been?
That's a fucking deep cut.
It is. It
Like
is.
me some Tylene Buck.
I am so proud of myself for coming up with Tylene Buck.
Yeah. Did she call herself that?
No, she was
No.
Major Guns.
Yeah,
But in Team Canada, she wasn't Major Guns. That was when she was at the Misfits in Action.
I don't
Right.
think they ever went by her work.
no.
name.
The only reason I know her name is Tylene Buck is because of those like late night backyard wrestling. They're like, and Tylene Buck.
Oh, like if you bought a video, you got some matches, and then she showed her boobs or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
pretty much.
That's fair.
Trish
Yeah.
Stratus did something like that.
That sounds like something.
Did she? I know
Kids
Mickey
would buy.
James was.
Trish Stratus did a well, it wasn't. It was just like a wet T-shirt
Oh,
That
okay.
doesn't
Because
count.
she was
with the
a
hose.
fitness model.
That
Yeah.
doesn't count.
But no, Mickey James did legit like
Softcore shit. Oh, really?
Oh,
It was
Mickey
before she
James
got-
isn't that Edge's wife?
no, that is
Nick
Nick
Aldis's wife.
Oh,
She's a legend,
which
dude.
one's
She's a
Edge's
legend.
wife?
Beth
The
Phoenix.
Crown.
Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix, dude.
John Cena and Cody had a promo off.
I don't have a
That's all
thing
right.
for that.
It was great. They went back and forth. They said some bars.
Yeah,
Pumps didn't watch it.
Nobody cares.
We care.
you just
It's
don't
the
care
night
because you didn't
before.
watch
Just
it.
have
We
the
care.
match. I
Some
don't
say-
care.
It was the go home. It was the go home match.
For being
It
on
was
a
the go home promo.
Cool.
sorry.
for being one of the hosts of a wrestling show, he really says I don't care a lot.
It is not my job to feel the need to care. It is your fucking
What if
job
we made it your
to
job?
make me care.
What if we made it your job?
You gonna start paying me?
Oh, whoa.
All right.
whoa.
It was.
The only guy getting paid around here is Bobby, all right?
That fucking piece of
It
shit.
didn't even
Where
show
are
up,
you?
piece of shit, Bobby.
I'm here producing this show on my
I
own.
know.
man.
Hollywood Bobby said he might fly in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he'd.
I'm gonna
Hollywood
gas up the jet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood Bobby. Yeah, no, and he's like, if I fly in, it'd probably be Saturday afternoon. I'm like, oh, after the show.
Right.
After this show. But yeah, I don't know. This was a pretty good because they finally mentioned The Rock, and it was kind of like finally mentioning the Cena selling his soul and Cena being like, you had your chance. The other thing that if you guys paid attention to The Rock's Instagram, he posted a video of his clothing line, and it was very Drew McIntyre heavy. So if they're going to create a champion for The Rock that is not John Cena and that is like the future guy that The Rock can be behind, I think it seems like they're leaning towards.
I wouldn't mind if Drew interferes tonight or Sunday, the second main event of WrestleMania,
The only.
and screws Cody, right?
Yeah.
Cena wins.
Screw you, Cody.
And then you can have Drew and Cody have a feud that has meaning without having the belt attached.
What do you do with Cena then?
Well, he's going to be the champ. He's going away. He says, I'm taking the belt and I'm leaving.
Right. Okay.
So he'll come back. Obviously, he's going to wrestle SummerSlam. He's going to wrestle some things, but it'll be kind of like how
SummerSlam 2 nights.
Yeah. So it'll kind of be
Is
like
it a 2-night SummerSlam?
yeah, and MetLife.
Whoa.
So it'll kind of be like
New Jersey.
It'll kind of be like when
Fantastic place.
we flew some drones over it. When Roman had the belt but didn't defend it, only defended it like every fucking other month.
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna do with Cena.
Paper champion.
That's fine.
I am the
And then you can have
new tribal chief.
and then you can have oh wait, we forgot about that. Trump got a Ulafala.
Yeah. It was tremendous. Love the Samoan people. Great people. Big women. But we like big women. We don't dislike big women as long as they're American, which they are.
American Samoa.
Samoan. We love them.
Also a great cookie.
We need
Stolen
them.
by the little Girl Scouts.
Those are samosas.
Beautiful little
I
girls.
thought there were Samoas.
And I don't mean that in a creepy
No,
way.
they're samosas.
I thought it was
Samoas.
Samoas.
I think they're samosas, brother.
No, samosas is a weird champagne drink.
That's mimosas.
No shit.
Why am I being attacked? I took a 4.5 hour flight to get here. They're being mean to me.
It's Samoa.
You were right. They're samosas.
Yeah.
All right.
Yesterday I was wrong all day. Today I'm going to be right all day.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself.
I
brother.
took so
Don't
many
get ahead of
L's
yourself.
yesterday.
There's still opportunity to take some L's today.
HASKI double L.
Rolando in the chat right here.
Hey,
He-
Rolando.
Did back down from a rap battle last night. We saw it.
Yeah,
but
I'm too old for that, dude.
It's okay.
Pablo tried to get me to fucking rap with a street fucking performer
Why wouldn't you?
I
because
thought
I'm
you were
not
from the street.
25.
I thought that's what you did.
I
The mean
write
streets of
I write music.
Redondo Beach.
I write songs. I don't fucking rap Cat in the Hat and the baseball bat and the Las Vegas Strip. About to
Typical
dip.
Californian won't step up to the challenge.
Too good for it.
Shrinking Violet, this one. I can't get behind that.
You could have done it. You could have roasted that guy, dude.
No,
I'm sure you had some bars ready to go.
I
Nathan was too tired last night.
pass.
It was too much. He was mentally just exhausted.
It was too much.
It was too much for him.
Nathan pass skill.
We woke up here.
Nathan passed the buck skill.
Nathan, my knee hurts and I want to go back to the room school.
At that point, we were 22,000 steps in
Yeah.
down the strip.
2,000 past my knees limit.
Yep.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, you did. You started limping at some point. I was like, "Huh, damn!" this
dude,
man-
once my left knee gets past 20,000 steps, which is a lot of fucking steps in a day.
If you're a pussy. I'm sorry.
We're gonna work that knee out, baby. We're gonna get you one of the Stone Cold braces at the WWE. World.
You know what? It's funny. I have a knee brace that actually helps me a lot, and I forgot it
What?
That
Then why
tracks.
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? What?
because I forgot it.
You bring that shit everywhere. We're in Las Vegas.
Yeah, because I also don't like wearing a knee brace like I'm some fucking old cripple.
No, you wear knee bracelets
You
to
can't
put
say
up
cripple.
like
you
you're Stone
can't say
Cold.
that.
Everything in Vegas does seem closer than it really is.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, it's just down the street. Yeah, that's 2 miles away.
Yeah.
Huh?
the CBS last night. Pumps is like
You
it's 6
motherfucker
minutes
said
away.
it was in the hotel, bro.
It's
We
on.
were like, hey,
I-
get here in the food court.
I-
We're gonna dip over to the Walgreens. We'll be right back. Like 35 minutes later.
30 even.
There's
But
a lot of shit that happened.
we
on that trip.
we would have been back sooner
That's true.
if it had the line is what
Yeah.
got us. The line.
Yeah.
It was all the people at the Walgreens.
There, yeah.
So look, back off, okay?
Yeah. They were good people, tremendous people at the Walgreens. stimulating the economy, the American economy, and we love that. We thank them for that.
Tommaso Ciampa shaved his beard.
Tremendous.
Tell us about it, Nathan.
I wasn't done with Drew McIntyre, but that's fine.
Oh, all right.
Fuck
Well, what
Drew
else? Okay, well,
McIntyre.
what do you guys say about?
I was gonna say that then because Drew McIntyre had such a great feud with CM Punk last year, that I think they're gonna run that back with him and Cody because they
Wait, what? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
He's gonna be the reason Cody loses.
McIntyre.
Yes.
Truth is, I'll tell
And then
you.
McIntyre and Cody will feud for the next couple months.
So who challenges Cena?
I think maybe if McIntyre becomes Rock's guy, maybe Cody's got to win a couple matches against him to get a rematch. I mean, the champ gets a rematch.
No, I think that's a good way to kind of spread it out. I think, if he's distracted by Drew McIntyre could be like, I'm the rightful one to dethrone Cena. If anybody's going to get the title back for the WWE, it's going to be me. Truth is, Drew McIntyre, lest we forget, eliminated Brock Lesnar from the chamber, freaking beat Brock Lesnar during that COVID mania. If not for COVID, Drew McIntyre would be a megastar by this point.
Sure.
And it's really sad that he didn't, because he had some crazy momentum pre-pandemic. Crazy momentum. Like, everybody lost their mind when he eliminated Brock, and he was set up to become the next big guy. But the problem is that the pandemic hit, and then he freaking won that match.
Allegedly.
Yeah. He won the match in an empty stadium, and it sucked because you took down Brock Lesnar for the championship. So
think of how different that
timeline would be.
No. Just in general, like, think of where we were. What was that? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
5 years ago, 2020.
It was like no holds barred Edge and somebody.
Orton, the greatest match of all time.
Yeah, it was a pure wrestling match between Randy Orton and
Edge. Yeah.
And then we had the Styles and Undertaker,
which I love.
Gave birth to a great meme.
Yeah, it gave birth to a great meme. Yeah, I love that a lot. Actually, that was a great.
And then
one.
when was Wyatt the Firefly Fun?
The same thing.
Was it the thing?
Yeah, it was a pandemic. It was the 2-night event. So they did the 2-night event. They were supposed to be in Tampa that year.
Yeah.
One they did two.
That's right, because the next Mania they had people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few people in Raymond James, right?
Owens Steen jumped off the Buccaneer ship or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It was, but Drew McIntyre, in a way, I feel like got robbed of that momentum.
Oh, for sure.
And we'd forget about his title run because it happened during that time, right? But I think for sure deserves the contract that he got from The Rock. He deserves, I think, The Rock backing and hopefully putting him back in that spot because, he has the opportunity to be the mega heel, right, against Cody. Like, he could be that foil. I mean,
I agree.
Like you said, he had probably one of the best programs with CM Punk last year.
Dude, they had a 5-star. It gave birth to a 5-star match.
Yeah.
According to Meltzer,
Did it?
Yeah. That Hell in the Cell.
Was a 5-star?
Yeah.
Good for him.
They're going to pull a Haskell on.
Oh my God.
My first time in studio.
No, dude. We're only 30 minutes in. All right.
We're only 30 minutes into our 4-hour show we're doing today.
No, here's the thing. All right. So we brought all this equipment.
Yeah.
I like this vibe. Do we do a post-mania show?
I think so.
We do a post-mania. Look, Nathan's texting.
I'm not. I'm fucking pimping us out on Instagram.
All right. This guy.
We should do a post, I think. We got the shit set up.
Yeah, here we are. This is a nice little setup now that I'm looking at it.
That's
Look
what
at
I'm saying.
Beautiful pink flamingo. I was trying to get the pink flamingo like lamp into this shot.
Yeah.
But we keep calling it the pink flamingo. It's just the flamingo.
I know. Pumps called it the pink flamingo.
Well, Boogie called it the pink. Look at that beautiful lamp right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a classy lamp and a classy joint right here that you can only get at the Flamingo in Las Vegas. Anything?
Right, what's next?
Well, let's really quick. Well, look, I know we kind of did this breakdown, but we are going to night one of WrestleMania.
Yes.
And
so why we should make our predictions for night one?
Can you
give Macho Baby a drink?
Can you?
What Macho Baby want?
Macho Baby will take anything that I don't have to mix.
We're going to all right. So Pumps is gonna love Jade versus Naomi, Ray versus El Grande Americano, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar versus the New Day.
The New Day's gonna win.
U.S. champion LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. Heavyweight championship match Gunther versus Jey Uso.
The mayor Pablo was yeeting through the casinos last
You
night.
are going to be yeeting, and I will get it all on camera. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair, the substance storyline that WWE's got going on right now.
Tiffy time.
I agree. And then Roman Reigns versus Punk versus Rollins. What are you guys most excited about for tonight?
The main event.
It's not the main event.
The main event of tonight.
The night one main event.
That match is going to go 45 minutes.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Easily. And there is a chance that. Is it hard to take me serious wearing this?
No, I love it, actually.
Never.
I think I feel like I'm taking.
It hides your features. It's great.
Maybe taking you more serious than I've ever taken you at the moment.
Yeah.
Is
No,
it
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't take you serious when you're not wearing that.
Right.
You know?
No.
Is there a world where Paul Heyman rolls with Seth Rollins?
Yes.
Yes.
And I feel like it kind of has to happen. That Seth's been on fire with his promos. And this is the most organic storyline that's been building because you have watched this man take L after L, be undermined left and right consistently while he is, the workhorse.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
No, but he is the workhorse of the WWE.
He is.
And he is just like every opportunity been pushed down, discredited, not given the spot that he's kind of worked or earned. And it would be really nice to give him that shine, to give him that Paul Heyman character, to hopefully elevate him to the level. Because I mean, look, you can make all the arguments of like, oh, he was like the authority guy and all these.
Right.
For sure, he's been in some major angles, but he's never been, and he's even stated this, he's never been the guy. And I think teaming him up with Paul Heyman.
But they tried that with like Monday Night Messiah, and that went over like a fart in church.
Yeah. I don't know. But I do feel like it's time for Seth to evolve a little bit.
These are
goddamn right.
Sweet.
Roll Tide.
This tastes like a Jamaican vacation.
Jamaica. Bomba
So I'm excited to see how that plays out. Let's hope CM Punk doesn't get injured.
Yes, I agree.
Why would you speak that in the universe?
Because at any time he wrestles, there's not a chance of it.
Says the man who can't do 20,000 steps.
That's why I fucking sympathize with CM Punk.
The Chicago sympathizer, Nathan Haskell,
is like
abandoning his West Coast roots.
I'm tired and I work with fucking children.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jey Uso, obviously, I think
Jey wins.
L.
Why?
You think Gunter Luke wins?
Yes. You squash the parasite that is the Uso. Get him away. Go, go, go.
No.
Go away.
No.
No.
Okay.
Pump. Not only is he gonna win tonight.
No.
Not only is he gonna win tonight, you're gonna yeet
in my mouth.
You're gonna
wherever you have to do it.
What?
What?
Absolutely not.
What does that mean?
If anyone can find footage of me yeeting, I will personally give you $2 because your boy is broke.
Because Boogie's downstairs spending all your money.
My lady is at the table game, and I don't know if I'll be able to make it home.
Jey Uso goes over.
No.
Yeah, for sure.
Walter.
You need a feel good moment.
My feel good moment is watching all those little children cry. Jimmy lost. Good.
He's not gonna lose. There's no way he loses.
That's what you get, Nicholas.
There's no way. Jacob Fatu beats LA Knight?
No, I think Solo fucks him.
And it just goes down to Solo and
or Jacob Fatu wins and then Solo beats him up after the match.
What do you mean? What do you mean beats him?
Like,
beats him up.
Yeah,
turns on him.
Yeah, turns on him.
Like does the old You're not in charge of this faction.
Yeah. Give me the belt.
Now, let me just play out a scenario for you.
Oh,
Play it out.
So-
Play it out.
So
They
LA Knight
Mhm.
goes over, beats
Okay.
them both up. Huge comeback, huge babyface comeback. All of a sudden, da, 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 your new tribal chief comes to bring order to the bloodline. That's right. Donald John Trump, your 45th and 47th president, is the only man that can bring order to this bloodline. Your new tribal chief.
Throw up those
Some would
ones.
say the best tribal chief, and I just want to know what you think about that.
And Jacob Fatu puts his hands together and goes, I love you, Donald Trump.
Yes.
I love you, 47.
Here's the thing. I love LA Knight.
Yeah.
And he's kind of gotten lost because of all these new pieces that are moving around. Penta, Bronze Rise, Jey Uso.
Braun hasn't really risen.
He's the
bro.
Intercontinental Champion, dude.
He did a good
He
Steiner
got a
match
good.
promo.
All right.
He
Yeah.
did a good
whatever.
You see what I'm saying? But my point is that if you take this belt off of LA Knight,
Yeah.
where does that leave him? Jacob Fatu
He's
is
got that
over and
Legion
will
money.
be over moving forward no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't think Fatu needs the US belt right now.
You ain't wrong. I don't disagree with that point.
And we don't know where Solo's moving forward either. And they've had the whole I love you, Solo, I love you, Jacob thing. I think it's only natural that they start a feud until, for the next few months. or
Yeah,
whatever.
they're tribal warfare. Yeah.
That's what I think. And then you leave LA Knight, then you can put LA Knight with other people.
And then Tama Tonga's caught in the middle of it, though.
That's your boyfriend,
He
dude.
deserves so much better.
He did
So
that.
much better.
He did that.
No, I mean that like
Told him
just
to go,
being like the fourth most interesting person in this angle. It just
They also have like 3 more bloodline people like on the bench ready to come, right? Like, isn't the 7-foot brother there?
yeah, Hikuleo. Yeah.
And then Jeff Cobb is somewhere.
But Jeff Cobb's not
Jeff Cobb's
part of
in
Yeah,
it.
the
Jeff
NXT.
Cobb's not.
No, I know.
You're not part of that family.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, you're right. I thought there was another one.
There's
Zilla? Is Zilla signed?
no, he's RO. not-
Glorilla?
he's ROW. I want to say ROH, but he's ROW.
No,
Reality
he's
Wrestling.
he's the Booker T promotion.
I'm the
Yeah,
G.
Reality
L-
Wrestling.
Oh, that's what that is?
ROW, yeah.
Sorry.
I fuck with Glorilla.
I bet you do.
I do. I fuck with her.
I agree with your point. I think for sure I would like to see. I feel like Solo and Jacob would have some really good matches.
That needs to be a
contrary to
button.
whatever Pumps may think. I think Solo is good, and I think hopefully I thought he was going to get taken to the next level through the Roman thing, but he didn't. But I do think him and Jacob could take each other.
But I
to
think
that
the
next
reason
level.
that he's didn't is because they found Jacob and they realized that Jacob is the guy they kind of wanted Solo to be.
Well, I think it was a lot.
Even though I think Solo did a really good job towards the end of that angle where he was the head of the bloodline
He
and
did
he was
the best he could.
he was finding his way. He was cutting some good promos. He was Suge Knight,
he
like
was Suge Knight, yeah.
right. Like it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just this was my thing, and you can go back to our old shows. What do you do with all of these fucking Samoans when they're not intertwined in their own with you know what I mean? Like
Story. Yeah, in
like
the bloodline story.
yeah, it's like Jay is really the only one outside of Roman because he's Roman, like that's been able to spin off and do his own thing and not have to. It's like the luchadors. They like that's what I think so cool about Penta and being on Raw because he's the only fucking luchador there, and he's in matches with other people. Whereas on SmackDown they just lump them all together.
I like Pumps' face right now, by the way. He's so upset.
Who gives it? I don't care about your stories.
Okay.
Okay, then be quiet
I am.
because I care.
Who brought it up?
I just like
The mayor. The mayor of Las Vegas brought it up. Okay. This guy.
Naomi versus Jade. Pumps.
For who's Bianca's best friend? Or was Bianca's better friend?
Does if Jade wins,
we riot.
Who wins it? Yeah, like who deserves that
Jade.
win?
Jade's gonna win in a squash.
I hope
she's not gonna squash her.
She is, because she can't go more than 5 minutes.
And then she can now.
Yeah,
a lot of people can't go more than 5 minutes. Pumps. That doesn't mean they're not good men. People
got the personal issues you're trying to work.
Why are you trying to judge people who can't go longer than 5 minutes?
Hey, as a man in his 40s, roll tide.
This ad sponsored to you by Blue Chew.
Right. Use code POA for 10% off.
That's funny. New Day and War Machine.
Well, I think I think New Day.
I think New Day's got to win.
War Machine.
I think they're gonna have to get rewarded for blowing up the New Day and all that merch money that they make via the New Day by going heel. Right? Like, they got to get a reward for that.
Well,
yeah, your reward is a make-believe tag team title. Cool.
Oh, for fuck's sake, dude!
What?
Such a curmudgeon.
I'm not.
I don't think.
Do you really care?
Yes.
When you wake up on Monday, are you really going to be like, oh, fuck, the New Day didn't get it done?
Bro, when I wake up on Monday, I don't really think about wrestling at all. So no, I'm not going to think about that.
Oh, you're not going to think about
I'm going to worry about getting into a new apartment.
You're not going to think about wrestling on Monday. You're not going to be like, man, poor Cody. He lost to John Cena.
But that doesn't mean that I'm going to think about every little thing.
That means it doesn't matter.
What was the third match at Wrestle Kingdom this year?
20.
No, this year, yeah. And why? And did you wake up this morning thinking about it?
Well, it's in January, brother. And no, I didn't.
There's another match on this card, I think, right?
I just brothered him up. He didn't even notice.
No, that's all the matches for night one, brother.
Hooray!
Now.
Well, listen, guys, I think we're gonna do maybe a wrap-up show later.
Yeah, we can talk about the story.
Yeah, we can talk about our evening.
Our review.
I think that's fun.
Yeah.
We do what? What did we do here? 45 minutes or so?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll do another 45 after the thing.
I'm
tight 45.
I'm for it, brother.
We could do that for both nights.
Just a quick review. Just a quick review of WrestleMania Night 1, what the crowd was like, what the
exactly.
Yeah.
I like it.
Was the crowd
We're
hot?
splitting up.
Probably not.
We're split. It's a two-parter. It's a two-night abdominal stretch.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Which
it's a
means
2-episode abdominal stretch. Cut his mic,
not
Pablo.
the main event.
Cut his mic.
Not the
I
main
can't.
event.
The setup doesn't allow for me to cut anybody's mic. You can press.
I'll hit the button.
You can press the button. I should bring it closer to you so you can just handle that.
It should be. I'd just be.
So we hope everybody watches WrestleMania.
I hope you don't.
Watch WrestleMania.
I
We'll
hope
be
the
there.
WWE loses all the money.
Well, funny. WrestleMania is not sold out. If you're close enough, or if you're in the Las Vegas area,
Goddamn right. We got tickets for $160 a pop, bitch.
138 technically.
I don't know. I don't
You can.
I don't know. I haven't paid for them yet.
I don't know. I'm just gonna show up and
pay with my
walk
good
right
looks.
in because
Wait, any
people don't question me.
anything y'all want to talk about the Hall of Fame last night?
We didn't watch it.
Lex Luger's a piece of shit. I don't respect him. I wish it was him instead of Elizabeth that died. If we're being honest, if drone strikes on American soil were legal, which they will be by my third term, I would strike Lex Luger's house because he doesn't deserve to live.
Hot take, brother.
I don't care. I don't care. You took Elizabeth from us. Go fuck
Bro,
yourself.
at some point tonight
Elizabeth
during
from
WrestleMania, should I just randomly yell out Lex Luger killed Miss Elizabeth?
No.
I'm gonna scream it from the rafter.
Pablo said no.
Pablo said no because Pablo's like, I don't.
Pablo's dad.
Pablo's like, we rode together. I don't want to get thrown out with you. So no.
Pablo.
I'm going to tell you guys right now that Lex Luger was there.
It takes two to tango.
That's not Lex
I'm not
Luger's
with Pumps
fault.
either.
I
agree.
They were both addicts. There were two addicts in a relationship.
100%.
You cannot put that all
Pumps,
on.
if I overdosed at your house, I wouldn't expect you to get blamed for it.
And I probably and I'll tell you,
but I also would never go a day without being like, man, I fucked up.
Johnny California in the chat. Nobody.
Yeah, why isn't Johnny California in the room?
Where is Johnny California? California.
Yeah, Johnny, you should be here in Las Vegas.
Why are you not in Las Vegas?
Where
brother?
are you with the fat sack of Viper Room candy?
That I'm out of already.
Yeah. Gangrel. Gangrel. Wanted a fat one, and we said,
"Here's Mark Henry.
Where's Johnny California?"
We're gonna end this. I'm gonna defend Lex Luger.
Okay.
Cool.
Nobody feels worse about.
This is the man that famously paid people to peel shrimp at the bar for him because he didn't want to dirty his hands.
That's a flex. I feel that.
Well,
yeah.
That's why I don't eat ribs. They're too messy.
Peeling shrimp is disgusting. No, nobody feels worse
Shrimp
about.
Isn't disgusting.
It's a mud bug. Nobody feels
So
worse.
are crawfish.
And that's a guy from New Orleans.
I don't eat crawfish.
You would think a guy from New Orleans would be all about shrimp.
If they're pre-peeled and
a po'
cooked
boy?
properly for me, I'll eat it. But
You fuck with a shrimp po' boy?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll fuck with a shrimp po' boy. I'll destroy a shrimp po' boy right now
because it's fried.
I will fucking pin a shrimp po' boy 1, 2, 3.
I'll
right
put it
right
through
now.
the mat.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll fuck
double smash.
I don't.
Taz Bam Bam. That's what I do to a po' boy.
I only eat the fixins at crawfish boil.
The Concha Hajime through the ring. That's what we're doing to that po' boy. Let me tell you something. There's a Giordano's down the street. It's calling my name because I love deep dish pizza. As a New Yorker, thin crust is the superior pizza, but Giordano's it makes my dick hard. Sorry.
Go on, continue, Lex Luger.
No, I just nobody feels worse about Miss Elizabeth than Lex Luger does.
I think Miss Elizabeth probably feels worse.
And that's been the abdominal stretch.
That's a pretty fair statement. I can't even. Yeah. Look, it doesn't make any difference for Elizabeth.
Look, I get it. Did I do shitty things 20 years ago? Yes, but I'm also not in the public eye, so free pass for anonymity.
Yeah, that's true. He's worked his way back. I don't know if he. I don't want even without the Miss Elizabeth thing, I don't know if Lex Luger is worthy of the Hall of Fame. But
He's not.
He is. Come on, he's Lex Luger.
Not. He was Horseman adjacent. He was part of the most important moment of WCW, but he wasn't involved.
Come on, bro. You didn't want to be in the Lex Express?
No.
No.
Because I don't care.
He also racked Hogan and beat him for the title on Monday Nitro.
Yeah, again,
Whatever.
as the Nitro
Nobody
stand
invited
of the
Johnny
group.
California. Sorry,
Who cares?
What do you mean nobody invited? Way to invite you, bro? Come on. Fucking
WrestleMania.
Las Vegas.
Paul Levesque invited
Also,
me.
motherfucker, and to anybody that says that,
Your camera's there.
where's my camera?
Right there.
Right here.
Right there.
I posted on Instagram who's coming to WrestleMania 3 days ago, and nobody replied.
No replies.
I could have gotten a DM that said, "What are you thinking? What are your plans? Where are you staying? What are you doing?" No. I don't chase them.
That sounds like no one wants to hang out with you.
Yeah, that does feel what it sounds like.
You've got a funny last name, and
They've taken 2 L's.
You're traveling with Pablo, who looks vaguely ethnic, and I don't know where you're going through the desert. I don't trust it. Could be coyotes, not the 4-legged kind, the kind that smuggle people into this great nation, and I can't get behind that.
Johnny, I apologize if we weren't more specific about inviting you to WrestleMania.
Dude,
I'm
we
just
don't
kidding.
lump me into this. I love you, Johnny.
We're a show.
We talk
together.
every Wednesday, brother, on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Yeah, you do.
So I see you, my friend, but
If I get seen with Pablo, they'll deport both of us.
yeah,
It's true.
that is true. They're taking over.
We're still here for tomorrow night's show, brother. It's not far away.
Someone call ICE. There's more than one, and they're together. Probably plotting something. I don't know, but
Let's hope
WrestleMania.
everybody's wearing deodorant today. And I don't mean us. I mean the people we sit next to.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I'm going to tell a story for all my large-breasted women out there. You can put deodorant under your titties. It prevents boob sweat, and I'm a fan because I love a big-titted woman. Great, tremendous. Take care of yourself and
Watch wrestling.
watch wrestling, or don't, because None of this is real.
Hey guys, we're gonna be back in like 8 more hours.
Not 5 hours.
So come back and hang out with us for the post game show.
Yeah.
Post-Mania show.
We're in
Straight
Las
Malibu.
Vegas.
And if you think Pumps is drunk now,
You've got no idea. We'll be drunker.
be nice to each other and watch wrestling, guys.
We disagree about a lot of
yeah.
things. I never meant for him to do that to you. He just went overboard. Oh yeah.
Find it. It's a
Apologize.
sticker
I
show.
don't believe you, you dickhead.
I don't believe what you say anymore, Brian.
How do you want me to prove it to you? There's no way. Give me my fucking phone.
You say give it a rest. We say give it the abdominal stretch. No need to be stressed. Take a play off abdominal stretch. Rope for leverage. Have a beverage. Hope the ref doesn't check. Abdominal stretch. Stay awake, bro. I'm Waco. I'm David Koresh. Why the hate, bro? Let's work slow. Abdominal stretch. Gut feeling, hedging our bets. 5 aces and decks. DiBiase the checks. The abdominal stretch.